3D Printing Nerd, the lost episode. There you are, welcome back. This is a mini Joel, and not so mini Joel, actually, with a stamp on it. So, the lost episode. Here's what happened. Going through some footage, I was archiving some things off and just trying to make some space on my drive, and I came across a directory labeled 3D printing with a new perspective. And I was like, what the heck? And the date was July of 2020. And I started thinking back, and I ran as fast as I could to my garage, and I grabbed this because this mini Joel had been hanging around in my garage, and I just thought nothing of it until I found the footage. And I took the mini Joel, the not so mini Joel, and I took the footage and I put them together, and I remembered in my brain that I had done this really cool thing. I was trying to marry my Palette 2S Pro to the Raise 3D Pro 2 Plus. And I had this really cool idea with their canvas slicer and how you could do something with 3D printing that actually made you see something from a completely different perspective using the stamping tool. I put out this tutorial, I recorded everything, and then life got in the way. I kept the model, as you can see, and I did keep the footage on my hard drive. And so if I take the not so many mini Joel and I take the footage of 3D printing from a new perspective and I put them together, you get this, the lost episode of 3D Printing Nerd. Enjoy.
Here we are, we're at the computer and I have canvas loaded up. What I want to do first is configure it the way I want it. And so here's my color palette that I can use. I'm going to configure color 4 to be white because that's kind of what I want. So now since I'm just showing you something, I'm not setting up a print, but I do want to show you. So I'm not worried about default materials and whatnot. I'm just going to pick PLA because why not though? Why not? That's Big Ben right there. That's a big clock over in London. I hope to see it one day in person. That's Big Ben. So what I want to talk about as far as a forced perspective is, it's where an image only looks correct when you're looking at it from a very specific angle. And so with Big Ben here, let's imagine this is a big building. And so what I want to do is stamp 3D Printing Nerd across the building, but I only want it to look correct from a certain angle. All right, let's see, I'm gonna click on it. And then down here is paint selected. I'm gonna select that and analyze, choose it up. Kind of gets the consistency, the taste. So what I want to do now, I want to set an angle. Well, here, let's just do it straight on. Okay. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna upload an image. It looks to see what colors are in there, and it boils it down to, I think, 4 that I can find, the 4 predominant colors, and then you have to match those colors versus what you have configured. So my project has blue, red, green, and white. My logo only contains blue and white because it's so simple. What I want the letters to stamp, and I want the blue part to be transparent. And so the blue part, I can pick transparent right here. And then the white part, I'm gonna pick white. That's easy. I'm gonna confirm. And I have some controls here of moving it around and scaling it and stuff like that. So let's do this. Let's just do that right there. I'm gonna place the stamp, and then bam, just like that, Big Ben now has 3D Printing Nerd stamped on it. Because it stamps based on the viewing angle, it looks correct here, but if I'm to kind of go like this and like this, then if I was actually in London and looking up at Big Ben, it would look like this. That's kind of weird. Now what we can do is use the stamping tool to do a forced perspective. I'm gonna go like this to pretend I'm looking at it from street level. Remember, blue is gonna be transparent, white is white. I'm gonna confirm. We're going to spin it just a bit and make it just a bit bigger, just like that. Now, because remember, we're staring kind of up at a building, place the stamp. So there it is right there. And it looks correct, but that looks weird, right? So what you can do now is just sort of go like that, and there you go. That looks really cool. And really, this is a fun tool because it allows you to do all sorts of really cool, creative artistic things that you might not be able to easily do in other sorts of modeling programs. So you can create a shape, and then you can create certain views of it depending on the angle at which people are looking at it. That, I don't know, that just blows my mind. I think that is really, really cool. Here's what I did. Wexter's Mini Joel. You can, I mean, he looks great. So then what I did is I stamped on my little circle Joelbot. I've got blue and I have gold loaded up in the Raise 3D Pro 2 Plus. I think what we should do is print this out and take a look. Let's do it.
Well, that was a lot of fun. It produced a really cool model. I just haven't had the chance to play with that because I completely forgot about it. But 3D printing for a new perspective. Think about it. You can reorient a model within Canvas and then stamp an image on it. And I like to think of it almost as if you stamp something on a building and looking at it head on, it doesn't make any sense. But as you change your perspective and you look up at the building, all of a sudden everything lines up and you can see the hidden image thanks to a new perspective. So with that, the lost episode of 3D Printing Nerd is coming to a close. And if this is useful to you and you do print something showcasing a completely different perspective, let me know, tag me on the socials. I'm at Joel Telling nearly everywhere. And if this is of interest to you, let me know in the comments if you want me to explore this in a future video. I find this interesting, and if you do as well, then it only makes sense for me to play around with this a little bit more. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're awesome. Fight for a cause you believe in, hug each other more, and as always, high five.